In between the sand dunes is the circuit, 4.3 kilometers in length, with 3 straights, the longest of which runs to 678 meters. 14 challenging turns, including the famous Tarzan corner.
Hello and welcome to the BBU F1 stream of
Division 1, Zandvoort, in the Netherlands.
which is a country.
Well done.
Yes, it is the Dutch Grand Prix. It's apparently what it's called when I googled it.
Why are you talking like Forrest Gump? It's the Dutch Grand Prix, Jenny.
I'm not. Fuck you. Okay.
Okay, so Zandvoort, an interesting track to drive, more interesting track to race. It's a difficult one. There's a lot of natural curvature in the track, which can help you get around fast, but makes it difficult to overtake, and definitely offers a lot of oversteer in some of these corners.
Very true. Very sure.
It's called Tarzan Corner, Shoki, because the name of the corner is Tarzan Bok.
I think
Whatever that means in Dutch.
I think almost every corner of almost every track.
They all have names. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, 10, 11 going through to 12 is called Vodafone Bok. So
I assume. I was like, I assume Vodafone maybe had a deal with that.
Yeah. So ideas for strategies. I think soft tires, soft is what you're going to see around.
Yeah.
The Netherlands track here at Zandvoort. It only joined the rotation it never actually joined. It was supposed to join last year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
F1 series,
yeah, but that actually didn't happen.
We, however, did incorporate that last year. I think Bradley and I were the 2 finishes. And I think you also finished somewhere as well, but there was only the 3 of us that got across the line. First car coming out, Bearded. As predicted, he's on the softs. Bearded is yet to have a full race without incident. Not through lack of trying. I think he's been a little bit unfortunate.
Oh yeah,
it'll be absolutely fantastic to see him get around this track.
Yeah.
And hopefully have a good performance today.
Yeah, this has 2 DRS zones as well.
I believe you.
Like we see yesterday, there is one where it only has 1. I know.
No, I think every track has a minimum of 2.
Yeah, but there was a one made up kind of thing where it only had 1, where it actually only the last straight in between sector 3 and 1. Yeah, that obviously didn't happen. For anybody that care.
Hey, we have a Volk out of the pits. Crispy also out of the pits as well.
Let's see here. Gaben still sits in there, which he often does. He's never really one of the first ones out of the pit.
No, but he has to be careful. Those 2 harsh drivers have just taken over the Constructors' Championship, and Hodgson is sniffing on the heels of Gaben in regards to the Drivers' Championship right now as well.
Ooh, and is that Jesus coming out there? No, it's Crusader coming out of the...
Jesus is already out.
Yeah, he is already out, you're right. It's Crusader.
Dave is now out on track as well. Okay, we're starting to see some movement.
Bearded now on his fast lap here. So he comes up here. And we soon have Evoke going... No, Evoke goes back into the pits.
So, he's probably overfueled. Probably. What to watch out for me, there's going to be a lot of
good job
driving behind, maybe trying not to crash, stay on track. But personally, coming down through the last turn, the 15th turn, the long right-hander from 14 to 15,
Yeah.
if you get your line right, you can really catch somebody off guard and get the position coming down the pit straight.
True. Also, a place where we've seen like the first turn there, we should talk about that is really taking some action in the real life races. There's been a lot of stuff throughout the years there, and a lot of crashes.
That 1999, I believe, was when this track was first introduced to the world, and it didn't stay in the F1 calendar for long, but it is due to return. As you see, Bearded about to cross the line for the first lap of the sticks. It's 111.2. Okay.
Interesting. So we see here, we have Dave out here on his fast lap as well. Follows around.
Along with Crispy.
And Crispy, Crispy down there. Ooh.
And Jesus has also just started his final lap now too, so we'll start to get an idea of what kind of times we can expect.
Crusader, for that matter, just started as well. He's going past Evoke. Evoke's giving space. Looks like
nice steady stream.
Yeah.
Of cars. Evoke did come back out in the stop, so it probably was just an overfueling issue.
Maybe like, yeah.
Crispy 110.2, full 1 second faster than Bearded. And 110.2 is about as fast as they come. Crispy's wasting no time to get started on the track here at Zandvoort today.
Looks like Gabe have fitted the medium tires right now. The same with Crusader. Crusader is out on the medium tires.
Very interesting indeed.
And Dave put in the time of 110.9. And Jesus, he goes around here.
Okay. Dave is, of course, on the bubble right now and is threatening to be relegated next split. So he needs to have a performance where he gets a couple of points on the board. And
so what do we see here? Where do does Crusader finish here on the medium tires? I say 113.
110.4.
Well, fuck.
You are very wrong.
I'm so wrong.
He's so close to the top marker.
So good. Wow, that's really good on those tires. Wow.
He just abandoned his lap, also comes into the pits. I guess he'll also be switching on to the mediums after seeing the time.
I guess he saw that time and it's like, okay, fuck this, no.
Okay. Vogue finally getting through onto his fast lap now, going through second one.
Nice. See him here.
The camera angles don't show it too much, but this track leans a lot. It has a...
that's a lot of curb to it.
Yeah. You can tell it there's a lot of inclines and declines, but...
Which is, actually, I think that's nice for the country. Because it is a very hilled country.
Yeah.
And we see here... Gabe and Lee... No?
No purple setup from a Volk in Sector 2.
Nice.
So, we're going to have to see where he comes out at the end of this one.
Bearded is out on his second lap. Second hot lap, that is.
Volk coming around the last bend onto the pit straight. He's looking in at 110, but how low will it be? 110.8. So he does make it to the third spot. I don't think he'll stay there.
No. I think Bearded can improve his time. I'm very confident he can improve that time.
Yeah. I think we'll see Gaben put in a time, probably faster as well.
Jesus haven't put in a time as well. He's on soft tires, so I assume he will...
No, he repitted. He went back in. He hasn't came out yet.
That's what I'm saying. He's out.
Gaben puts it in the wall.
Ooh. He does.
And just as we were saying, it's easy to get a bit of oversteer, lose the back end as you're trying to accelerate through these corners.
That is this lap, because as we can see here, his wing is gone.
And one thing that we probably don't talk about enough, the majority, if not all of the guys in Division 1 race without any traction assistance at all.
True, they just...
no traction control, so...
Do we know Hudson? Is he here today?
I think he was supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't have Discord open right now, so I can't actually see that.
I'm using all three monitors right now as well. Let me see what I can find out.
Here it goes in pits again. Interesting.
Hodgin is in the voice chat, so I imagine he will be joining us shortly.
Okay, good, cool. The Vogue here going in. We see Dave coming here on his out lap. Why can't I have this view more often?
Just along the side of the car.
No, where it was super zoomed out from like a chopper where I could see the whole pit straight. I was like, can I have this more often, please? Like this.
About the bad cameras for so the cars look fast.
Yeah. That is actually a thing. If you haven't seen that, Alex posted a video about it a week ago, I think.
It wasn't even that long, a few days maybe.
A few days, yeah, probably right there. Crispy out on his lap here. Dave out on his fast lap here.
Dave switched to the mediums as well.
Yeah. No, he was mediums before as well.
Oh, was he mediums first lap too?
Yeah, he was.
Oh. Then yeah, I expect more to be than on this softer compound.
Yeah, exactly.
To be honest. A lot more. Like he has got some pace.
Yeah, he's out here. And see, Crusader still in. Let's see.
Steve just niggles the inside.
Yeah, look at this view. Beautiful.
Oh, it is very nice chopper view.
Yeah, imagine that when there's racing. Ooh,
Okay,
Dave is like, no.
it.
But we get to see Jesus puts in a 9,999.
Jeez,
Nice.
are you turning German or is Jesus getting it under 1 minute and 10 seconds? I don't know, Doug.
Hey, good job, Jesus.
He proved it can be done, if only by a fraction.
But it is doing. So, David is now out lap again.
The big question again, though, is that enough?
I don't know.
I'm not fully aware of how well these tyre compounds hold around this track, but if he's only going to be 3, 4, 5 tenths faster than a guy on mediums, I don't know if it's worth sticking with the softs. And the problem now, he's stuck on them. He's stuck on them now because he's not going to beat that time on a medium compound.
Ooh. Let's see.
Coming through sector 1. That's a lovely couple of S's though.
Yeah.
As you come down the hill.
Very much so. Not fast as sector 1, but I didn't expect that, to be honest. But let's see, Gaben is also out on his fast lap here. And what's his name? Evoke gives him space. Nice to see there. Crispy is out. See Crispy finish and across the line. And sets at 10.049. So he takes the second spot there. Nice. Back to Bearded here and see. And where he ends his lap.
So anybody in the chat, do you have any predictions? Anyone we think is going to top 3 maybe? Top 2?
Bearded
maybe just
didn't improve his time.
No, he didn't.
Interesting.
That is out on fuel, so he's got to go back in.
7
minutes left. He's got plenty of time to do it.
Yeah.
But it just leaves him one more shot, really, because you don't want to put too much wear on these tyres either.
Oh, you don't.
Honestly, with the performance out of the 2 harsh drivers in the last 3 races, I think it's hard not to give them a favourable nod.
Yeah. This doesn't look good for Gaben either. Like starting in 6th.
Again, though, on the medium tyre.
On medium still. You're right. But like, Dave in front of it is also on the medium tires. And in front of him, Crusader on medium tires as well. Hudson, if he manages to get in, which I assume will probably also be on a medium tire compound.
So Shoku Geki thinks that Jesus will not DNF. That's brave.
I hope nobody
no.
DNFs. Personally.
I'd rather see the track full and the race close, but I think it's almost a guarantee round Zandvoort that somebody's going to crash out.
Yeah. Now we see, and
it's
that
almost
is
impossible in China. We've still got 2 safety cars, 1 in each race.
Yeah. One of them.
Because he comes in with Crusader, he's escaping for 1, 2, 3. Not even putting Crispy in the conversation, or Hodgson for that matter.
Yeah. Where is that man?
Biding his time, Donkey, biding his time. Gaben is coming into the pits. He might consider switching onto a soft set here. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Vogue. No, he goes better. 120.2. 110.2, sorry.
Yeah, 120.
He does go better. Pushes Crusader down at the 4th position and puts himself on that second row.
This is also really what we want. And we see here Hudson has fitted tires and is going out.
Hodgson is leaving the pits.
Let's see. The man leaves here. Alone on the track right now. Just have Evoke up there, but he will be way gone.
Out of his way, yeah. Long gone.
Doesn't need to do fast, and Evoke just needs to get around and get in. James Evoke not pushing these tires anymore.
Question for Evoke right now. Do you think that he can do better than 110.2? If not, then does he just call it a day? Why go out on another set of softs and again put the extra wear on them?
Speak of going out on softs, look what's happening there. Dave has fitted the soft compound, so has Gaben now.
It looks like we're going to see a sprint for the finish here.
Yeah. That's what I said. Gaben is not happy with that 6th position there. That's not where he want to be.
There's a good chance that, again, I know he's not a fan of the track, that he was putting some practice laps in on the mediums for going all out.
And that is better to do that on the medium tires than doing that on your actual race tires, like everybody will tell you.
Yeah. Right, so I believe Hodgson is coming up to Sector 3 now.
Yeah,
we'll soon see him start his
crossed the
first
line there.
and potentially only flying lap.
Yeah, we have 3 minutes. Unless he takes 2 in a row, then this is his only one, I believe. Obviously, really quick fast. I guess he can technically get 2 in.
He's very slow around here. I don't think he's going yet.
Oh, nope.
He's waiting. He's going to go next lap.
Nope.
He's burning off some fuel.
Yeah. And here we go.
Warming up his tires, maybe.
Yeah. Which, I know it doesn't mean... Like, I often do the same. And I just do better that way. I know it puts an extra lap of wear on your tires, right?
Yeah.
But I find that it helps.
Davey Boy comes flying past in the Renault, looking to maybe move up the grid a little bit and have a good starting position here in Zandvoort and get some good points on the board. He's down in 3 points over, 4 races right now? And I know due to an issue not of his control, he had to skip out on the first race, but he definitely feels like he can do better, I think, and is out to prove that today.
Hudson could also just be overfueled, and, well, he doesn't have time to go into the pits. He's like, okay, I guess I'll just drive around and fix it that way. Fastest Sector 1 here from Jesus, which means he beat his own old one is what I tried to say. Words are hard.
He'll come around this corner and see his teammate parked up on the side next to him, waiting for him to come through.
That is nice.
He'd have binned it on turn 4. So... threw away his lap.
We see Dave coming out here. Will he beat his time? Let's see. He goes here. Ooh,
looking good.
He does.
Oh, 110.469.
Yeah.
So he does go better by half a second.
Yeah.
And that could be enough to stave off any kind of assault.
Let's see here. Gaben is also out. On his, I think... Jesus didn't beat his time, by the way.
No, he pulled it off.
I assumed not.
Yep. Gaben doesn't go purple in Sector 1.
Nope.
Doesn't go purple in Sector 2.
So hot, and this is now...
he might just be aiming for a 3rd place start here. Like, it's going to be really hard to break onto the front row.
Yeah, that's really that you have to do an almost perfect lap, and... he hasn't been doing that. That's the reality of it. Takes the 4th spot there, like so close to the 3rd. Crusader is out.
Crusader
is,
pulled
happy.
up. Yep. He that's not bad. 5th place on the mediums, like.
And he has to improve a lot to take Crispy out.
Yeah. Dave comes in. That leaves Hodgson still on a 151. Did he even put in a lap time?
He technically did, because he did 2 laps, but he didn't really. I think this has been practice for him. I think he's like, okay, I'll start at the back on the medium tires, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And this is me getting to know the track. And to be fair...
no one man left on track, giving it what he can.
Yeah, Dave is also happy with his time, as we see here.
And that is Crispy in the Haas.
Which we see here, and as he comes up here to sector 3. In sector 3. Evoke is actually on his outlap. Does he have time to finish it?
No.
No, right?
No, this is the last time we're going to see it'll be from Crispy.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, he goes better!
Also,
He takes pole!
no way!
109.4! The man who wasn't in contention from the crowd, but I said you cannot leave him out. His last 3 races, Crispy said, I am here to play. And there he goes,
He
the very last
will
second.
bring honor to the Haas team, and wow, really has done that there.
109.4. Evoke is on an outlap, he's on a flying lap, not an outlap.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. He just finished his, so I think he got time. He did get time to finish it.
If he's across the line, then he'll get his chance.
He wasn't technically, but he was like super close to it.
The start-finish line isn't the same as the start lap time on most tracks. It may be here. I'm not super familiar with Zandvoort, if I'm being honest.
I'm pretty sure it is here. That's why I was. I think when I checked earlier.
I think it's usually the back of the grid.
Yeah.
It's not a quick time anyway.
No.
He's even if he could go for it, maybe he decided against it.
Yeah, and be like, okay, is it worth the wear it's gonna give up my tires, or me just pushing it?
I mean, he's already on the second row.
Yeah.
Does he get 3/10 off his time? Maybe. Right. Okay, all the drivers are in the pits, just waiting for the pit crews to wheel them in, and we'll move on to the main event of today. Zandvoort, Season 3 of BBU's Formula 1 League Division 1.
Let's see, and as we see here again,
Crispy
the track.
on the pole. Jesus lining up in second for the front row. Evoke third, Salty Gaben in fourth. Closely followed by Crusader in fifth on the mediums. And again, just to the right of him, we'll see Davy Boy. Again, very similar lap times, but he was on the softs. And then we have Bearded and Hodgin taking up the rear. Again, Hodgin on those medium compounds. Followed by the 4 AI drivers of Vaz, Aaron, Astral, and Altrax.
In between the sand dunes is the circuit, 4.3 kilometers in length, with 3 straights, the longest of which runs to 678 meters, 14 challenging turns, including the famous Tarzan corner.
The best chance you've got of getting past somebody in front of you is to stay close, don't touch, and wait for the pressure to cause them to make a mistake.
Very true, very true.
They can go too wide through 10, 9, and 10, allowing you an inside line instead. They can definitely oversteer on 10, 11, and 12, and they can go too wide on 10, 13 to 14 as well. To me, these are going to be the key overtaking part of Zandvoort today if you want to get some places.
Yep.
This brings up the conversation for me, though, of Hodgson being very, very complacent, as always, happy to start in the middle of the pack on the mediums. It's not an easy track to overtake on. Maybe he proves me wrong. Maybe he knows something that I don't. There's a good chance of it. There's a reason that he's Division 1 and I'm here with you talking about it. But
that will soon end. We are now past the halfway point of the split.
If you look to the top left of your monitors right now, you'll see a wide gap on the roof where civilians that are watching can just walk off and kill themselves. Just in case the race gets a bit boring.
Or if you bet.
Why is that a gap?
Or if you, as you say, bet on the wrong horse.
Yeah. Why does that gap exist?
I don't know.
That's terrifying.
And as we see how the miss, let's fucking go.
Up. And here we go.
Oh, a jump start from Jesus there.
Yeah, it looked like an early start from Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's going to cost them a drive-through penalty at the very start.
Yeah.
You don't want that. Does everyone make it through cleanly? No contact yet.
No contact. Evoke moves up. Crusader moves up. Bearded moves down.
Crusader down. Hodgson all the way to the back. All 3 AIs get in front of him. Okay, managed to come back and no problem. So the running pack at the moment through the first bend is Crispy, Jesus, Evoke, Shelter Gaben, Mr. Davy Boy moving up to 5th. Crusader settled in 6th, Aaron Astral, Crusader now down to 7th, Hodgson in 9th, Bearded 10th.
Gaben takes the first overtake, Dave takes it as well.
We've got a yellow flag in sector 1 and 2.
Contact here, back of the pack.
It is just contact, nobody's spun out, doesn't let there's any severe damage.
Good. So it's just debris on the track, it's fine, let's go. Keep going. Can we get a full lap without any issues?
Okay. And this looks like a good start.
Yeah.
Now, Jesus with a drive-through is going to throw a big spanner in the works to those who had their money on him this race.
Yeah. So that's why
People
we
in the
have the
chat.
gap on the roof. So Gaben
And
already
the
up to
question is, when does he do it?
Uh,
Does he try build up some pace on the soft tires? No, he goes
I
straight
assume
at
now. Gaben follows.
Gaben tried to follow for the slipstream.
So
And Chris
Gaben
Pruitt
did
was
get
66.
fastest sector 3 here.
Okay. Well, to the pits, that is Astral. So the AI likely who caused a bit of a incident in
Very
sector
much
1
assume
there
so.
would have been Astral's AI.
Obviously, fast from Mises here, as he didn't have anything to get done in the pits. He was just drive through it, we would say. Bearded here. Hoping to get past Evoke.
Okay, Crispy's building up a bit of a gap to Gaben behind him.
He is.
Back to sector 1 from Crispy.
Ooh.
Dave
Right.
currently trying to hold off the advantage of Aaron in the Alpha Tauri. Again, I believe that is AI at the moment. It is not Aaron himself, the man, the myth.
No, it's not.
And Crusader on this medium is probably happy to hang on the coattails here. All he's got to do is stay within range of the DRS when it comes around on lap 3.
Almost lost his back end there again, as we saw him do a bit yesterday.
Yeah, actually, that's becoming a worrying trend, I believe, is the phrase that people
I say
like to
Crispy takes fastest lap here again.
1:12.9. He's not wasting any time.
Oh. That's also, he needs to get all the use he can out of these tires and just be fast so he can, if not,
I think
cut Gaben just...
the important note here isn't that Crispy's pulling away, isn't that he's just done a fastest lap, is that Crispy, despite all of that, has 30% more ERS left than Gaben does. He's not even using his battery and he's extending this lead.
True. Why do I have to turn on the telemetry each time? Why doesn't it remember it?
Yeah, same problem here.
I don't understand this. And not even between quali and the race.
Yeah.
I was like, why do you know this? Oh, I have turned it off. Or I haven't, but you know. Back of the pack here, what's going on? Dave, he has to catch Gaben, but Gaben is running away with Crispy at the front here.
Dave's also defending right now to Aaron, and the real question is, Crusader, is he happy here, or does it feel stuck here?
He's not happy. I don't think he's happy there, because he knows that the Haas is going to breathe down his neck there.
I don't know how or when he managed to squeeze up, but Hodgson somehow made it to 6th.
He did that on the second lap. He was just the fast boy.
2 people pitted as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Evoke pressuring him though. He is, of course, on the softer compound.
Yoris hasn't been enabled yet, but he is sticking to him. Oh!
He tries to take the corner like it doesn't exist, and I'll cost him a lot. He's now under pressure from Bearded all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Too busy looking forward and not looking back.
And that's just this track. Like, there isn't really room for mistakes. Like, it will cost you, because there isn't a lot of room for overtakes.
Talking about the horse who I put my money on today, 4 seconds from Crispy to Gaben already. He is absolutely opening up the tyres and just allowing this track to envelop his abilities. Dave, again, reclosing that gap to Gaben. Aaron on his tails,
Gaben now
is on his gearbox.
But Gaben now has to start thinking about defending and not just attacking there.
Yeah.
Because, like,
again,
he is... Right now, he's in the DRS zone. And just out of it. So he is close there, and he is closing that gap. If he keeps that up when the DRS is on, then ooh-ha.
For those who are speaking non-English in the chat, I can't answer you. Wasn't in English.
Ooh, and Evoke takes Hudson there. Nice overtake.
It does, and it's good that he's got it done, because his tyres were getting worn, touching the grass here and there to drag it around.
So,
and there's a much better line through turn 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish that overlay was there.
Yeah. Nice.
Slow bull.
Dave has got Gaben to within 1 second.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're seeing a new Dave today. I think we are. I don't know if we're seeing a different Gaben today. It's possible that he just doesn't like the track. But seeing Dave hunt down this red Ferrari it's a spectacle that I'm glad to be part of, Donkey.
Yeah. And I will just get the DRS train here whenever it gets enabled, right?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Where is the DRS?
I assume the yellow flag at the start there did put a hold on.
There's no VSC, no safety car. There's no reason why the DRS hasn't yet been enabled.
It's enabled now. See?
Yep. And Dave goes for the move. Straight down Gaben's inside. Then gets the DRS to finish the maneuver. Back to sector 3 out of anybody on the track so far. And now the question is, does Dave hunt down Crispy?
That's the question, you're right. And here, Crusader is also close here, so he's ready to take Aaron here. The AI.
Again, though, Crusader on the medium compound, like, there's a good chance he's happy to just sit. He's in 5th, he's in a good spot. The leaders aren't pulling too far away, with the exception of Crispy, like...
Yeah, Crispy's took off. He's on a different track, like.
Yeah. Crispy's already in Spain.
Imagine being so fast you're into next week's race.
Speeded, again, not letting Hodgson get away with using this medium compound. He is all over the back of him. Kept him with a 310, and now that DRS is here as well, he's going to get it going into sector 2.
Which we see here, and there was up the DRS opens, and he's ready, he goes.
He doesn't have any airs to back it up though, like, he needs to charge up that battery life, maybe for this lap and the next, and then try hitting with the DRS at the same time. But I think he's just too easy to use it.
Because he's already on 5 laps on his tire. Oh, bearded! No contact there, and he hits the wall there and loses his wing. So sad.
That's unfortunate, and he has to resign into the pits now and get that wing changed.
That's sad.
All the while, Yeezus gets that position back. He's trying to go around the outside, and Tarzan gonna get stuck
doesn't get Baz.
Altrox and Baz.
Bearded.
Story at the front, Gaben has retaken, he has lost another 3/10 to Dave. Crusader though, right behind him now, he did get past Aaron.
He did, very much did, and he's in
again,
DRS.
He's on the medium compound. Is there something up with Gaben's Ferrari?
I don't know. Is he copying the real Ferrari team from 2020? We don't know. It could feel like it.
If possible.
And Crusader goes for the attack here. Does he gets past?
A bit of a front right lock-up from Gaben. But very clean overtake from Crusader there, though.
Really well. Oh, and Aaron is really in Gaben's ass here as well. It is an AI, so I don't think it will see it too aggressively.
But with the DRS, it's hard for
it it's trying.
It is wiggling at the back.
It is. It wants to go. It doesn't have the speed. Gaby's using all his aerodynamics.
He's struggling today.
He is besides himself. I don't think he's in the car. He's besides the car.
Yeah. You know that Baz races like that?
Yeah, he has the TV pod offset. I don't get that.
Yeah, he races with an offset camera. Yeah.
I accidentally did that one race, and I was like, "What is this?" I hit every curve wrong.
Why is my game broke?
Yeah, I was like, "What is this?"
You just keep him to within 2/10 of Baz's AI here in the Renault.
Yeah.
Man, it's gonna be so weird not having Renault next year and having Alpine.
Yeah, true.
Instead of having Racing Point, we'll have Aston Martin instead.
Yeah.
It'd be bad that British racing.
Yeah, I was just about to say, but we will have the return there. So let's see here. How long can Gaben defend here?
Yeah, and again, the sad thing is
Evoke takes Aaron, so now it's Evoke he has to fight with.
Yeah, and Evoke will go for these overtakes. We've seen him do it on Hodgson.
And Evoke is within DRS.
For the first season that Evoke spent in BBU, I think he joined for the latter half of season 1. He was reckless. He had pace, but he had no control, and he just couldn't. He couldn't keep overtake somebody without crashing them.
Yeah, he couldn't keep it on the track.
But what he's learned from doing that so many times and going for these aggressive moves is how to do it correctly. And you see, as he closes the gap,
very true.
I wouldn't be surprised if Evoke takes 4th place this lap.
I think he does. If not this lap, then next lap.
People, there's a quote by I think it was Mansell. I could be wrong. Which says there's a lot of memes made out of it. If you don't go for a gap that exists, you're no longer racing. And I think Evoke is kind of the embodiment of that. Yeah, he's here to have fun, but more importantly, he is here to win.
Yeah, and that's good. Like especially in Div 1, that is like the way you race here.
Yeah.
So let's see. Up at the top here, Crusader is also now getting close to Dave. But I don't think we're going to see Crusader actually do the attacking here, because he knows Dave has to pit before him.
But when did that first round of pit stops come in? Are we looking around lap 11?
I think, yeah, I was about to say, in a lap time or so, I think that's when we're going to start to see it. Crispy has soon made so much distance there, Dan, that it's close. He's not going to lose a lot to Crusader when he's going to pit. I think he's going to pit. If he pits now, I think he's going to come out of front of Gavin. It's not a long pit.
It's not 8 seconds, though.
No, but he still has a lap or two, and he's pulling more and more weight. I think he could do it.
It is a quick pit, but he probably comes out around 6, I would say.
If Vogue takes Gavin here...
I said it would happen.
Yeah.
It may have taken him up until second one of the next lap.
But hey, it's better to wait for the opportunity than go for something that isn't there. Because that's
now,
what was.
Crusader might be fighting for championship points, and fighting for points for McLaren in general.
Yeah.
Dave is not. Dave is fighting for survival and for his right to stay in Division 1.
True.
So he doesn't care if he's stopping Crusader from getting these extra points. He doesn't care if Crispy gets 25 seconds ahead of him in the next 2 laps. He cares about staying in second place and keeping Crusader behind him at all costs, because those extra 3 points go a long way.
So let's see
when there's only 3 races left of the season.
So now it's not 8 seconds between Crispy and the closest man there. It's 10 down to 4th place now.
Crusader, of course, gets the DRS, decides not to opt for the move up the inside into Tarzan. Instead, we'll just follow him around and take Dave round another lap.
I don't think he's gonna overtake there. He doesn't really gain that much from it.
Whilst that happens, though, we do see Evoke coming round from the 4th place position. He's taken 3/10 out of Crusader in the first sector alone.
Yes.
He is not done hunting yet. This man has a point to prove. Like, Crispy at this point is relaxing. He's on a Sunday drive.
And Crispy is still sitting on fastest lap. Just wanted to check.
Yep.
Bearded is also gaining on Astral.
That's good to see.
Which is
He's
good.
on the harder compound.
He's on
the
harder compound.
Those hards are taken to the end, but they're very slow round here.
Yeah. Evokes, I don't know what it's called. The wrench has come on.
It's blue, though.
Yeah.
Maybe his tires are a bit cold, or his brakes are a bit cold.
Yeah, it could be.
It could happen around Zandvoort, I guess.
Yeah.
And
here we
Dave
see that's pits.
It's the first of the soft tire runners. It's not a surprise. He's had some good overtakes, he's had some good defending. Unlike Crispy at the front, who's had free air this entire time, his tires are probably looking fantastic.
Dave's come out on hard tires.
Hards again will take him to the end of this race.
Very comfortably as well, I would say. 24 laps here.
Yeah, it's still 25 laps to go.
Yeah.
But
interesting.
Everybody in front of him does have to pit.
Yeah, true. Very true. Ouch.
And Volk, can he crash Crusader now, though?
Or
without the extra car in front of him slowing him down? Does Crusader use that open air to try and build up a bit of a gap, knowing that the car behind in the racing point will probably have to pit soon as well?
Yeah. And Crispy also have to think about when is he gonna pit. Do you think he's gonna pit now?
It depends what his tires are like, honestly. It's hard to say.
Because
if Dave,
he does go for the pit
and he did look like he was losing. Crispy went in.
Yeah.
I will stop my point before I look foolish.
Yeah. And let's see
all the front wings lined up outside the pits. Beautiful.
And let's see where he finishes. And we see Evoke went into the pit as well. Nice. Which means he only lost a position.
Gavin comes in. Aaron comes in.
And he comes out just past Hudson. No, he doesn't.
Jesus also comes in.
Oh, yo, he takes it. Nice.
Oh, there's pits everywhere.
And Crispy also on the hard tires. Hudson takes it.
Hudson goes back around.
Hudson now in
but again,
second.
Hudson still needs the pit.
And so does Crusader. They will probably pit.
The question I pose to you. 13 laps on a full tank.
Yeah.
On soft tires. These guys on mediums, if they make it to lap 20, 22, they could go softs.
They could. And then you're sitting in a much, much better position than those old hard tires.
I don't think that they're looking at going on to hard, so they would have gone in probably this lap or next.
Yeah, unless they... That or you pit in the next 2 laps and then you take the mediums, right, again.
You can't go medium. Can't do it. Because if you're doing a 2-stop on this, you've already lost.
That's true. So let's see.
Look how far back Jesus is just because of a drive-through penalty.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had to throw an extra pit stop in there instead. It would cost way too much.
I think Jesus can catch Gaben.
With the way Gaben's been struggling around.
Yeah, right? Like, but Gaben is making the push here.
Trying to bully around the outside of Tarzan, which gives him the inside line going back down into turn 2.
And he does there, close the door,
and
he takes it.
Even gets it for the hairpin.
Nice. Let's see here.
Well driven.
Well. Jesus is closing the gap a bit, though.
What I would give to know what tire condition Hodgson and Crusader have right now.
I did actually live Dave Hoffling up to do that, to speak about that, but he's nowhere to be seen. I know a phone rang and now he's gone.
Well, pretty casual right now.
Yeah, something I have to. That's right.
I would imagine Crispy probably doesn't want to press too hard against Hodgson. Baz's AI, however, doesn't care about the friendliness of the hard drivers. He's in yellow. He's not in black and white. And he says, I don't care if you guys are winning constructors or shaking each other's hands after the race.
No. What happened there? Is that bearded?
It's bearded. It looks like bearded.
Shite,
He's just had a bit of oversteer and spun coming out through turn 13.
Turn 12.
Again to pronounce it. 12 to 13. 13 is Audi S.
Well, goes into the pits to get that wing exchanged. Makes sense.
No, if this was Division 2, I would beg him to stay because someone's going out with 22 laps to left. But I don't know.
If you want to improve, staying to just get to know the tracks and get to drive more, that's the correct point. Especially if you, in general, don't want to put the time in like I don't. So that's also what I spent yesterday's race on. It turned out that, hey, I stayed in, somebody went out, aka I got points.
Worked out well for Team McLaren in Division 2. Crusader comes in.
Nice.
He comes in up from the medium compound. He goes on to hards as well. And how much time has he lost here? He was initially, 8 seconds behind Crispy, I'd say?
I don't know. Hudson, we just saw Hudson's strategy up there on the screen. It did say that he would go, as you said, he would go from the mediums to the soft tires.
Yep.
His pit stop, wow. His pit window just opened.
Crusader manages to come out in 4th, and he's only 5 seconds back from Crispy, so he may well be on the superior strategy here because he, is on the hard compounds as well, but the 4 laps fresher.
Yeah. And that's those 4 laps now are not important. When we get to lap 30, those 4 laps is going to mean a lot more.
What's going to mean a lot more right now is that if these guys start catching up to and getting past Hodgson.
Fine. They have passed the AI, they have to pass. And
it's not about passing, it's about closing the distance.
And we see here, no, Dave does not get past Crusader. He did try though. Yep.
Again, also on a hard compound. Dave's got a bit quiet now as we get to the later stages of this race, but again, still up there in a pretty good point scoring position. His former teammate of the Red Bulls are both right behind him in 6th.
And Bass pitted there.
7th. Okay, so that leaves Gaben to move up, Evoke Davey to move up as well.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
what a day we are alive. We are seeing Evoke beating Gaben right now.
More importantly, and what I think is even more exciting, we're seeing Dave chase Crusader for a podium.
Yeah, that's true. And he is chasing.
Yeah, he's not like falling back or can't catch him. No, he's on the heels, and these two are definitely fighting for third position. And Crusader knows it. He hasn't got a free ride.
He is using a lot of his ERS now, and Crusader will have a lot more ERS saved up here. But Dave will get the DRS, and Crusader won't. And here we see the DRS opens. What does it do?
Doesn't even manage to close the gap.
No.
Crispy again, just happy to sit behind Hodgson, knows Hodgson has to pit.
Yeah, and it is his teammates. They could be like, hey, okay, let's just finish this 1 and 2. That is not a bad position for those two to be in.
Not at all, but who takes the 1?
Yeah. Yeah, but there's no need to fight extensively there and then accidentally crashing both people out there.
Quizzy, you did say Beard would crash, but you did also say that your top 3 didn't include Hodgson or Crispy, and well...
Bearded went softs now. He needs to take those to the end then.
Softs to the end is probably not achievable. Maybe he's looking to deny fastest lap, but again, it's a little early for that. So.
Yeah, and for that he still has to make up 2 positions for it to count, right?
Yeah.
Or, I guess, if he has fast lap, then nobody just gets that point,
correct.
right?
Yeah, correct. Maybe he should have just went into a fresh set of mediums.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, it's always easy to backside drive, right? Especially in an F1 car without the back seat.
Yeah.
Let's see what it goes on here. Okay, sorry, Evoke is also actually building up a bit of a distance to Gaben.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Crispy is trying to pressure Hodgson at all.
I don't think he is.
He's keeping him within like 4 to 7 tenths. He's just following him around the track in the same line. Probably saving fuel. His ERS is full. Yeah. Like,
which he could be needing that fuel for later, if that's his strategy. As soon as Hodgson goes in for the pit, then that's when he sends it.
That lap alone, though, Crusader just took 4, 5 tenths, maybe even more, out of Crispy.
I think he did. Checks the stream. Yes, I think you're right.
So how long can Crispy be happy to sit here, knowing that Crusader's coming up behind him?
And Gaben, not Gaben, Dave has fallen behind a tiny bit to Crusader.
Keeps him within the DRS range, though, which means that he is also still a threat to those
and he has way more, what is it called, ERS this time than he had last time. Last time he had barely anything. This time he's up on 20% before we hit the DRS. And there it goes, he sends it. Can he close the gap here? Not really, though. Like, he got closer,
What a great aerial shot. Oh.
Yeah, right? Imagine if I could just do this all the time.
Yeah.
Where we follow them around here. It's just great to see.
Yeah.
There's all the proud Danish flag there.
Crispy goes for the maneuver past Hodgson. Enough is enough.
He does. Now
he's enough. I've let you have your laps in the lead, but today's race at Zandvoort is going to me.
You think he's looking at? Is he looking at Crusader and like, okay, he's gaining on me. Cool. I need to put a car between me and him. This is the move, right?
And Hodgson at some point is going to have to realize I'm losing time. Like these softs, I think could end up coming too late.
Think you?
How quick is he going to be compared to these older hard tires? Fastest lap, almost definitely, but
yeah.
Does he break onto the podium again?
I don't know.
A lot of people in point scoring positions that haven't done so well in the last couple of races due to absences, unfortunate starts, collisions, unable to connect to the server because F1's a well-designed game. And those guys will know 3 races time, only 2 more after this, and one of them being Monaco. The chance to score points may not come again very soon, and they don't want to drop down to Division 2. They want to stay up here with the big boys.
And speaking of that, like Monaco, that is one of Gaben's best tracks, and everybody else's worst track.
Yeah.
So he may not be doing well today, but that is his time to really just show you, hey boys, I have 4 million hours in the game, so GCFO.
Hodgson's sticking with him though. Maybe Crispy was just, hey, why don't you let me in front? I'll DRS you for a lap or 2. Get on your soft tyres. Come back. We'll call it a win.
And if you do that,
DRS though.
Very true. Like he is gaining on him, but like he is also on relatively fresh hards, and Hodgson is on old mediums at this point. 20 laps.
And this is what I'm saying. Yeah, he's gonna come out on the soft tyres. They'll be the freshest tyres on the track. They'll be the fastest tyres on the track. But
when?
Will he be able to use them? Yeah.
Because right now he has to do 15 laps if he pits this lap, right?
And he hasn't benefited from a safety car like he might usually rely on or anything like that. The track, the cars are still pretty close together.
And Crusader attacks. Takes it, and here he take no.
Pushes
Oh,
Hodgson around the outside.
yeah.
He does manage to, yeah, he does get through here.
Josh gets it, nice. Good overtake there. Hodgson is not happy about that.
No. No, it's another position that
Yeah.
he no longer has to defend, I suppose.
Yeah.
He
Ooh,
does
and
get the DRS coming down the pit straight though.
oh,
Oh, it's a Evoke.
Evoke.
It's a
Oh,
Evoke.
he's wrong. No, oh, Evoke, you.
no.
Ooh,
On
fuck
a Evoke.
me.
Okay.
Oh no, the third car there.
Oh, this should
No,
be red
no,
flag,
no,
not the
no,
fourth.
no, no, no.
Oh.
What's going on?
Okay, so it's gonna take a while to get this cleared up.
Fuck me.
That is 4 cars right now.
Remember when we told Bearded to stay on the track? This is why.
This is why.
Fuck.
We've just lost 2 AIs, we lost Jesus, we lost the Evoke, and that initial collision. Donkey, did you get a replay?
I don't know if I actually managed to do that. Let's see, did I? On the track?
Drive through penalty to speed up.
No, I didn't. I was too slow to catch it. Sad fuck.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
What a collision.
Because I clicked first and then I want to see more. I didn't know when it ended. It was like, what the fuck happened here?
If we had the power, this would have been red flagged.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay, but this is where things get tricky, because I just said Hodgson has a benefited
From
from
a
a
safety car.
coming out. Curse of the caster strikes again. There he is. He's definitely going for the pits. Crusader following him. What a smart move. Crispy chose not to.
Yeah.
They both can't pit at the same time. They get backed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crusader gets him first as well, so he likely comes out before Hodgson and will also be on the softer compound. So
Oh, Dave. Or it's not a Dave. What's going on there?
everybody goes into pits. Dave pits. Gaben pits.
Ooh.
The 2 AI.
Bearded has a drive-through.
Yeah, you got a drive-through when the safety car came out, yeah.
But this does put him in points. He will get... How many points do you get in 8th?
In 8th place, you get 4.
Yeah.
I think.
Which could actually help, today. That is what's helping.
The fight between him and Dave is very real.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, everybody's pitting.
So now, Hodgson. Now you need to fucking just take.
Evoke crashed in what is probably the worst place you possibly could.
And then started.
Not his fault.
No.
Not his fault. Obviously, like you spin off, lack of control, oversteer, understeer, whatever it is that's caused it. It's happened. Jesus is in the voice chat, so I assume, or at least hope that Evoke tried to give him some forewarning.
Yeah.
After getting out of the way, he stayed still, as you're almost supposed to do until the cars pass. But there's no runoff area as you come around turn 15. There's no way he can just roll onto the grass and stay out of the way. And
he did start to move a bit early, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
He did, but as he seen Jesus coming around, he stopped. He stopped. He tried to stay out of the way.
I also don't know if he races with full map or a mini map. He doesn't. Maybe he.
Mini map would seem as well.
Oh, the safety car goes in. And
safety car goes in. That's nice and early.
That was.
And racing proceeds here as Zandvoort. I didn't even see a warning to say it's going in.
What? No, me neither. I was ready for this to take us to the end. For almost like the worst crash we had. And Crusader takes the spot here. He is now leading, which we expected. He is on fresh softs.
Crispy didn't pit. He's gonna lose out big time.
I think this is him dropping down to 5th.
Maybe even worse.
Fuck me. So right now this is interesting. Dave on the medium tires though. Like trying to benefit from that his tires will be in theoretically better condition.
I think he hasn't taken into consideration the difference between the start of the race and the end.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the race, you're carrying oh my god, race. You're carrying a lot less fuel, and therefore the car is lighter. Therefore, there's less wear and tear on the tires.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Like I think mediums here is the wrong choice.
She's coming at Crispy now.
Yeah. What's
Crusader goes fast as that though. Look at him go.
Look at
This is
him.
the first time we've seen Crusader on softs. He didn't use softs in qualifying. He started the race on the mediums.
Nice.
Like, this is the first time we've seen him use the soft compound.
And Gabe
well,
pushes past Dave here as well. Gabe is now hunting. He is now 4K ready. He is never happy to be down there. He's now in the fight for the pole.
Yeah, 10 laps to go, about a minute and a half a lap. You will make it through the entire thing. You might miss the first 4 or 5 minutes of qualifying. VOD review after the race, you can talk to the Senate. If you at the Senate role, the Discord, and report and have their Vipers, they'll be able to take a look at it for you. We're unable to do race highlights yet.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Do I get highlights because I'm technically in the league?
No.
Sad. That's gay.
Okay, we just had it in from about that they didn't actually mean to go on the medium compound.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was also like this.
111.5 from Crusader. These are touching qualifying times now. He's in open air and he's trying to use it. Hodgson and Crispy might be teammates. DRS has just been enabled again. But again, Crispy doesn't want to let him get away. He's going to try and dig his teeth in and keep tight hold.
Those tires, like, he is gonna struggle there.
The only potential saving grace is that if he stays within 1 or 2 seconds, the softs might start falling off around lap 34, 35.
Yeah,
Maybe the hards have a little bit of life in them.
And again, because we don't know the conditions of his hard tires, because how much has he really pushed those tires?
Not a lot, safety car.
Yeah, right. So, you know, I'm not saying it's the right choice, but it may not be the wrong one.
It was definitely better than double stacking in the pits, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, 100%. Because what's his other option? That's to pit the lap after that, and just that puts him down. Then he has to climb all the way back up and get past both, like, Gaben. You'll get past Gaben and Dave.
Which is a feat in itself.
Yeah.
Whilst Gaben may have gone past Dave is, again, not letting him get away.
Oh, he's not.
Closes down to 4/10. DRS comes in. He's not going to be close enough for the overtake, but he's definitely close enough to say, hey there, Redman, don't forget about me just yet.
Yeah, ooh, almost kissed its tail there. He is so ready. He's so hungry.
Yeah, and if we go back to the point I alluded to earlier about the softs maybe wearing out in the last 2 or 3 laps, Dave is on fresh mediums.
Oh. Almost made the move there. Let's see. Follow him around here as we heads up. And we'll go into Sector 2 soon. He stays in the DRS zone. And he doesn't have the ERS though. Oh, Gaben goes too wide. Oh, and he gets punished immediately there.
Dave gets such a clean line here as well, going through now.
Yeah.
No pressure at all.
So now it's Gaben that gets the DRS, and he has all the DRS in the world.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Dave doesn't have any shaved up.
Nope.
But all he's got to do is hold his line.
Yeah. As I said, this is a track that'll just punish you for mistakes immediately, and we just saw that here.
Yeah. The smallest mistakes can turn into the biggest of margins very quickly.
And here in this view, we can see what we also talked about earlier with the curvy side of the track. And here we see Gaben goes past Dave. Goodbye, Dave. I have all the ERS and you don't.
Oh, is that collision? There's
yes.
no damage though. They may have touched, but there's no damage.
Just a kiss on the cheek there.
The rear cheeks.
What?
The rear cheeks. He touched the back of the car.
My favorite kind of cheeks.
Wait.
Let's say.
Okay. Crusader, 3 seconds.
Oh, now it's Gabe that's out.
Volk has left the session. Well,
makes sense. I feel like that. I feel like that car there wasn't able to be fixed. I'm sorry. It looked like Gaben's fight with the safety car. Here we go. Is he gonna? His ERS is really what's holding him back. There, he gets the DRS. He gets close. He's in every position.
He's saving up here though, and again, I wouldn't go for the overtake on Gaben. I would sit behind him with the DRS. Now I've got the better compound the longer this race goes on, and man, just let your ERS build up. But Dave doesn't want it. He's too hungry. He can't see.
I think
he can't see the next 8 laps. He can only see this lap. this position.
You know, he saw, see, and you need to get over at least 30-35% before you can just take him, because Gaben haven't used all his. He's still sitting, 35, as I said, yeah.
Yeah, quite comfortably, and
yeah,
he's going to be burning his ERS to stave off the drag reduction system as you come down that pit straight anyway.
Yep.
Let him use his and save yours. Let the DRS do its job. Keep your ERS in your back pocket and just keep him within that 1 second.
Yep, exactly. Use your DRS to eliminate his ERS. But hey, right now he's hunting for blood and he's seeing that. He's like, I have tasted that cookie and now I want to eat the whole thing.
Speaking of people who've tasted points and don't want to let go, Crispy is keeping Hodgson in the 1 second gap.
Very much
on the hard compound.
Let's go back and see him here.
Nail for a podium. He's definitely getting the podium bar the potential of a mistake, but I think he wants to be a step up.
Dave really trying there, but it's just getting denied again.
And again, it's his tires that are getting worn out from this. Like,
Ritter is the big here. He is actually going up soon. Gonna go and lap Bearded. Gaben go. No, Dave goes past. He is past Gaben.
He is right before Tarzan as well, so he gets a nice, comfortable inside line.
Good there.
The question is whether he can make a gap in sector 1. I don't think he's going to make enough of a gap, and Gaben will just come back at him. But
again,
I've been wrong before.
Oh my God, we have. Again,
Crispy within 7/10 of Hodgson now.
He's pushing it. Let's see here as we go around. Again, he's comfortably in the DRS here.
Yeah, honestly, if you watch those two harsh drivers go around the track, you would think that they were being driven by the same person, but just with a half a second delay.
Yeah, I just want to see the ERS zone here, then I think we should switch over so it's not the Gaben show. No, doesn't push it here.
If anything, Dave makes a bigger gap.
You very much do, yeah. Let's see here. As we see them coming around, you're very much right. The same line, same everything. They're like, hey mate, you good? Let's just fucking cross-construct this. Yes sir, let's go.
Yeah, you would think that these two were tied together, honestly. It looks like he's just been dragged around the track. I know you're on hard. I know you gave me the pit stop, buddy. I'll let you stay in the RS range, he says.
Yeah.
We'll get this podium together. I won't speed away from you. I will let Crusader have the W.
It's almost like you would say they are Jack and Jones.
Yeah. But we would say Jack and Jill.
No, there's no. I mean, the rear spoiler clearly says Jack and Jones. Like, see, you can even see here on the halo.
Yeah, in fairness, I'm not a big sponsor watcher, so yeah, you're right, I guess.
It's where I buy my pants. That's the only reason I know the company.
Gaben almost falling out of DRS contention there.
Yeah,
to the line
oh my God. So, and Dave's DRS looks better and better for each lap. He's now saving up more.
Yeah.
And I don't know how hard this was on Gaben's tires.
Yeah, and we've seen him struggle around this track for the first 20 laps.
Exactly. Like, he has definitely found his foot now, but like it's not great.
DRS keeps him close, but again, not enough to get an overtake.
Oh, Gaben there spins,
The back end
fix it.
slides.
Yeah, Bearded in problems again here, as we see. Sad.
He's just got to get it around the track. He's out in the grass.
Okay, but he
breaks the sign for good measure.
Yeah, like I would have done that as well, to be honest. I get that.
Yellow flag sector 2. That's just Bearded returning to the track.
Yeah.
Two harsh drivers coming up behind him now. No doubt he'll let them past.
Yeah.
Very wide to do so.
He doesn't have a wing.
This is not a qualifying session. Oh, he spun.
No. Oh, sad. But Gaben gets past without issues. Shit. He doesn't have a wing. He doesn't have a wing. Everything is annoying. I get how that is.
He's got no grip on those tires. He just spent the last 30 seconds in the grass.
Yeah. And now the fucking, what is it called? The gravel. Yeah, you can even see on the asphalt there. He just leaves a track of dirt.
Okay, but there is one slightly positive note to this. If he gets in the pit, he only has to complete one less lap now because every other car's overtaken him.
True.
A trait I'm sure you're familiar with.
Yeah.
it's really hard to say much about these two harsh drivers. Like, I want to see them go at each other, and then it's like, are they going at each other?
I think they're
For all we
going.
know, Crispy's going all out, but he's on hards.
Personally, what I think is happening here is they know their position. They know, is Dave gonna catch us? Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 3 more laps. Again, what's the worst that could happen? That is that one of them makes a move, the tires give out, and they just die. And nobody gains anything. Here they get 3rd and 2nd. And as I say that, it looks like Crispy's making a move. Like, okay.
Personal pride is something to be mentioned, though, and
yeah,
Crispy,
I don't
there's
know.
an argument that he deserved pole here. I think there's a strong argument that he deserved pole here, and if he was the one to pit instead of Hodgson, he could very well have it.
Speaking of Hodgson, I think the game gives him driver of the day.
Almost definitely, because he started like last.
Yeah.
So. Oh.
And here we see it. Crispy gets past.
He pushes him around the outside. They keep it clean. Plenty of love in between.
Yeah, and
oh, there's contact. Oh,
boys,
they are racing.
Actually,
they're definitely racing.
Yeah, and that's what I said. Like, so what's going here? So because if you race too much here, and yeah, and they go, and Crispy has it.
Okay, he managed to complete the overtake.
That is
the entirety of sector one to do it, but come on,
mate.
This is what I would rather see. I would rather see them fighting for every point.
And like, fuck, Caster's curse. As soon as I said, I think they're doing this, it's like, fuck.
It's a thing to mention.
Yeah. Oh.
Somebody whose tires would not be deteriorating whilst this fight is going on is Dave behind them, who has closed 2 seconds in the last lap. Davey boy, he could get a podium. The mediums are still feeling fresh. Those soft tires will not be. Those old hards will not be.
Exactly.
If these two hards are going to fight each other for another lap, man, Dave could have a look in 1.5 seconds now. Let's go, Renault! I'm still supporting the car in yellow. Dave can do this, I believe.
God. 1 second, and then he has in the DRS, man, and he's struggling with having the ERS saved up for this. He's probably fighting it because he can see what's going up there. He's ready. He's closing it more and more.
Oh, I really want him to get involved in this because if they weren't fighting before, then will be now. I don't want to end up in 4th place.
And that's what I said. If they don't fight, Dave wouldn't catch them. Now they're fighting. Well, he benefits from that immediately because you just slower when you find somebody.
Do they say, hang on a minute?
No.
Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late. He is closing this gap again. This is a man who went from.
But does he have the time?
He's got 1 lap to do it.
Yeah. To close, like.
It's possible.
Because he's now down to almost down to the 1 second there. Does he get it?
No, he doesn't get the RS.
No, it's more if he get the under the second on this lap and before.
He needs to make the RS before sector 2, so he gets it. He doesn't have any RS left to give though. Crispy goes past Hodgson again, around the outside of Tarzan,
and he's now there
all the way through sector 1.
Oh, Bearded spins out again.
Bearded. We're willing you, mate.
Fuck.
We're willing you on.
Ooh, and here we see Hodgson is out of fuel.
Dave is within the 1 second. Everybody's got red fuel tanks on their Strackix. Even Crusader.
Everybody.
The only person that don't is Bearded at this point.
But I'm sorry, Bearded. Doesn't matter now.
Doesn't matter to you, but it's points for him.
No, that the fuel doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think we're going to see anything spectacular coming out of sector 3.
No.
Hodge has fallen too far back. Davey didn't manage to close the gap enough. But man, did he get me excited thinking that he could. As we see coming across the finish line in Zandvoort, Crusader taking pole position for the McLaren team. See Crispy coming behind him.
Race.
Closely followed by Hodgson. He does get across the line first. Hodgson taking 3rd. Just by 0.077 seconds. Davey Boy taking 4th, a second behind.
Crispy takes the spot.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, you said Hodgson. My bad.
Gabe in 5th. Altrox and Astral both AI in 6th and 7th. and limping across the line, coming through sector 3. A man who has been off this track more than on it through the last 2 races that we've had this week,
But he
showing
does
resilience in the
have
face
a
of spinning,
bright
and
helmet.
has said, I don't care what happens, I'm staying for my points. And the bearded in this Ferrari is saying, don't worry, Gaben, I'm still here. You might not have had a great result. I might not have had a great result. But Ferrari are getting 2 point scoring drivers today. And the only other team who can say that is Haas.
Yeah, true. So, thank you. Dave will be streaming Div 2